Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford's EDC, and today we're taking a look at the Vosteed knives Mini Labrador. Now these are currently out of stock pretty much everywhere I've looked, so I apologize for that. Hopefully they have more coming down the line. This is a nice little budget flipper with titanium scales. You're looking at 14C28N, titanium for your scales, as I said. Blade length of 2.73 inches, overall length of 6.23 inches. And this guy comes in at a total of $69. Nice. So, what are you getting here for your 69 bucks? You're getting a rather small, but really well made little flipper here. Now, you can say what you want about flipper frame locks. They've been overdone. There's a million of them, saturates the market, yada yada, which is all true. However, this is done really well, especially because of the price. For 69 bucks, you have, like I said, titanium, which keeps this nice and lightweight. According to the Vosteed website, this is 1.93 ounces. So you're talking about like bug out weight for a knife like this, where you have a milled pocket clip, full titanium scales, a lock bar insert, which also functions as an over travel stop, bearings, and 14C28N. Which of course is a perfectly serviceable steel. This little guy has great detent, and the action is pretty good for being a pretty light knife. It will drop to your thumb, and you just kind of have to give it a little bit of wrist to get it closed. Flipper action is good. It is tiny. This is very much a 3-finger knife for me, and there's not really a choil here, so you can't really choke up on it. So you're really looking, if you have large size hands like I do, a 3-finger knife. But it wasn't uncomfortable to use. There's no jimping or anything, and it's pretty plain in terms of billboarding. Just the Vosteed logo and then the steel marking on this side. And then you have the designer's logo here on the pocket clip, which hopefully you can see there. Should be in focus there. Overall, I mean, you're looking at a pretty simple knife. Now this does have a flat grind that gets fairly thin. The blade stock itself is not all that thick at 0.098, so essentially 0.1 inches. Nice and thin, which I'm glad they did to keep everything nice and small and compact. The flat grind goes 99% of the way up the blade till this point where it is a full flat grind. No swedging or anything, so you're not getting any further decrease in friction when cutting through anything. But again, this is pretty thin blade stock, so when you are making your cuts, it passes through with absolutely no issue. Now the pocket clip, you do feel a little bit, not a ton, it's pretty comfortable, but just because it's only a 3-finger knife, it hits a little bit higher up in the hand than maybe you'd be used to. With a 4-finger knife, the pocket clip might be hitting down here, where you kind of know it's going to be, but in this case, it's a little bit closer to the front of your hand, up here. So it's just something I noticed a little bit more. Not that it was super uncomfortable or caused a hot spot or anything, but something worth noting for sure. Overall, I was happy with the time I had with this. I'm glad I was able to check this out via pass around. Not a knife that I personally would own. It's just a little plain for my taste, especially being, you know, this size and flipper. It's not really my cup of tea, generally speaking, but it is certainly a good knife and a knife that I could recommend to someone who wanted something like this. I think if you were thinking about a Civivi Elementum, this is a good, different direction to go. You know, just a little food for thought. Let me know what you think about that down below, and feel free to comment anything else, because I'm going to wrap this one up here. Keeping things nice and quick, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about the Mini Labrador down below. Thanks again, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.